Hello, Charles Howarth here. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and insights on the recently published report from Ark Invest. Their 2025 Big Ideas report has just been published, where they take us through their vision of the future and the main trends that they're seeing, especially with regards to future technologies and investments. I highly recommend you go and download this report. It's available at the link shown on the page and also in the description below. And take a look. It's 148 slides of really fascinating content. So go and check that out. Now, if I just take you through the main topics which are covered in the Big Ideas 2025, effectively what they're seeing is that there is a convergence of exponential technologies. And those exponential technologies are the following. So artificial intelligence, robotics, including humanoid robots, and they also talk about 3D printing and reusable rockets within this, energy storage from batteries, autonomous mobility, and distributed energy generation, public blockchains, so all money and contracts being put onto public blockchains, which will then reconfigure the entire financial system. And then finally, a new area for me, which is multinomic sequencing, and really talking about how humans, powered by AI, are going to start getting a deeper understanding and control over biological systems. Now, what they hypothesize is that these various technologies, which may on the surface of them seem disconnected, are actually starting to become interlinked. And the chart that you can see here shows the strength of the links that is increasing the opportunities for these various technologies. And you can see how cryptocurrencies are linked to digital wallets and smart contracts are interlinked. But those also then start to connect into things like autonomous mobility and neural networks, which is really, AI is the thing which is connecting many of these various technologies, allowing them to be integrated. And what they were showing in the chart is that GDP growth, so the gross domestic product in economies, has kind of leapt up as you look through human history from very, very low percentages of GDP growth when we were farmers and herders and working, 200, 300, 400 years ago, where GDP was growing at very, very low, like 0.5% per year rates. And then as technological waves came, we've seen jumps in this productivity, first with the Industrial Revolution, and then with the computer age, and now with AI. And their belief, so today we're seeing GDP on the order of 3% per year globally, powered by today's technologies. And they believe that AI technology can shift and accelerate GDP growth from 3% to over 7%. Now, that might not sound like such a fundamental change in the world and the economy, but it is. And especially when you take into account the impact of compounding of those changes. And if you compound 7% year on year versus 3%, you can see a massive shift in the value that's generated by all economies. So looking at AI, this chart is really showing the penetration of various technologies that have been developed over time. And what you can see here is just the rapid adoption of AI technologies, which is mirroring a lot of previous ones, such as smartphones and PC tech. And so we see the adoption of these AI hardwares accelerating at a huge rate. And this is what's going to enable this mass adoption of AI tech. Some examples of where AI is really going to start to be noticeable to the everyday consumer is that we think that ad revenue is going to be driven by AI with online shopping. When you start to couple digital wallets in with AI agents, you can then start to empower purchasing directly. Eventually, we'll end up with one query purchasing. This is not one-click purchasing where you choose the goods and you get the delivery, but this is you put one query, the AI agent will look at your preferences and then directly purchase and get it shipped to your home. And also we're going to see AI-enabled customer services. This is happening today, but a large amount of frontline, first-line customer service are going to be handled by AI. And what's happening as this technology is getting adopted is that the AI cost to deliver these AI tools is falling precipitously, and these tools will become available to everybody. AI coding agents are also going to accelerate the pace of software development, and you'll see in companies and other environments that the choice of whether to build a tool in-house versus to buy it will flip. And we're going to see a very rapid change in the application of software to productivity, especially in companies. And those companies that fall behind in this change are going to get really in trouble because they will simply not compete. So I hope you found that short summary of the Ark Invest Big Ideas 2025 paper useful. In a couple of future videos, I'll cover some specific areas in more detail, for example, the Bitcoin and blockchain section. If you enjoyed the content, hit subscribe, put some comments below if there's any areas you want me to expand on, and I'll see you in the next video.